bank on the outside of that section of road there, and David Purley, for one, had a massive shunt, similar situation. I'm sure it's a tyre in his case in the Lek, but yeah, he can just drive back to the pits. Improving safety so much over the
Schwartzman not happy with the tyres right now, and Schumacher closing in as we tick down to the final laps of this final race around Silverstone Circuit for Formula 2 in 2020, and it looks like we're going to get another thrilling finish. Has Schwartzman left enough to push? You can see the tyre marbles all over the road. You can see the state that his front left is in, but Schwartzman knows, having had a difficult time here at the Silverstone Circuit, this is so important for his championship, and Mick Schumacher has gone about a year without winning a race. He's desperate to hear commentators stop saying that.
Yeah, Mick needs to win this one, but they also know a left front has just gone on the Lundgaard car.
So that gap has ebbed and flowed. It was very tight at the start of the race. A mistake at this corner for Schumacher, the Ferrari Junior. Dropped it back to 2.2 seconds. He was able to close it down again. A few laps ago, we heard he was struggling, and this will be a very nervous Prema team, despite the fact they've got a 1-2 right now.
Look at that left front on Schwartzman's car. Well, they don't look at the left front. If they did, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. They just carry on. The right rear on Mick's car appears pretty much gone as well.
So the front two, with not much left in the way of tyres. At a high-speed circuit, there are just certain parts of this racetrack where you are just reliant on the grip. And now, Schwartzman feeling the need to try and break the toe as he goes onto the hanger straight. Schumacher with the best run he's had all day long. Got to be careful to make the corner, though. A mistake here would give Schwartzman the win, but he stayed with his teammate. The two Premas dueling at Silverstone for the win in the sprint race. 15 points on offer here, 15 points that belong to Schwartzman for the time being. 2 bonus points heading Schumacher's way. Tsunoda closing in as well. 3 to go at Silverstone. Schumacher with so much momentum, he's thinking about a pass into turn 1. He drops back as he tries to keep it just about flat through here. But turn 3, Village Corner, is where you can make a difference, and he's going to the inside to get close, but not close enough.
I think this is the first time we've seen Mick in this position, is it not? We've seen him at the front of races, we've seen him on the pole, we've seen him do various things, but actually to have to fight one-on-one with somebody like Schwartzman in the same car.
Well, he definitely is fighting. It's nearly a 3-car battle. The Premas side by side at Silverstone. Schumacher takes the lead, but in doing so,
Yuki Tsunoda is going to win.
And Yuki Tsunoda takes the lead of the race. Schumacher and Schwartzman come together at Brooklands Corner, and Yuki Tsunoda had a great view of the collision that's given him the lead. Incredible stuff once again in the final stages. Schumacher got past, but taking the line, he damaged the front wing of Schwartzman. Let's see it again. Brooklands Corner, Schumacher sweeping through into the lead, cutting across Schwartzman, whose front wing is damaged, and Yuki Tsunoda says, thank you very much indeed. Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, I mean, with its...
What is Mick doing? No, you wouldn't do that. Okay, I moved, but I thought I was...
I'm sorry, Mick. When it's a teammate and it's Prema, you can't pass on the outside like that going in.
Do you think he needed to leave a car width?
Yeah, I think he should have waited to try and do something out of into Stowe. I don't think that was the place to do it. Maybe down the inside if he'd been there, but no way.
And race controller having a look at that, so it could go from bad to worse. You know the first rule of motor racing, you know it involves teammates. Schumacher trying to make amends now and beat Tsunoda, who is on course. He's on the penultimate lap of the race, looking for his first victory of the season, his first victory in FIA Formula 2 to become our 8th winner of the year.
Trevor Carlin
can't believe his luck.
Well, we could kind of believe it. We were talking about Yuki before the race, and wow, just so happy for him.
Well, he's not there yet. Count no chickens in Formula 2, given what we've just seen. Schwartzman, he's kept it out there for the time being. Prema were in the pits, ready to receive their driver, but Aitken's 3.5 seconds behind. Schwartzman with damage to that front wing. They can use the black and orange flag if they deem it to be seriously dangerous for everyone else. That front wing could come loose, which would neutralize the end of the race. Schumacher is now out of DRS zone, and it was a problem that denied Tsunoda with the radio in Austria today. Contact between the Prema pair looks to have elevated him to the top step.
Worst nightmare, really, for any team, let alone for Prema.
He's still out there. I can't believe he's still out there. Robert Schwartzman in third place. Still circulating, but he's got this lot closing him in on him right now. And Aitken is looking at a double podium, because in a moment you're going to see the orange car go past. Here it is. Here's the move for a double podium for Jack Aitken, who absolutely adores this place and will love it even more now because he's up to third once again. Robert Schwartzman is going to be facing dropping out of the points here. He had no choice but to try and carry on, but he's going to be passed by absolutely everyone. And Delatraz is going to go through up to fourth place. Guan Yu Zhou makes his way through. We're on the final lap of the race after a dramatic collision between Schwartzman and Schumacher. 2 seconds out front as well. Schwartzman will have to get out of the way. I'm not sure race control will be thrilled that he continued with the damaged front wing. Ticktum being wise and backing out of it as Schwartzman goes off the road. And he can pretty much park it up soon because he's very nearly been dropped out of the points. That's the key to Mazepin to drop him down to 9th, and he will be passed on this last lap to head out of the points when he'd led for so long. But it's time for Yuki Tsunoda, who has managed to just wait there, stayed with the leading pair. We had the leading pair of Schwartzman and Schumacher, and Tsunoda was the only one who could live with the Prema pace, stayed there in third. And so often we say on the broadcast, hoping for drama from the two ahead. Well, he's got it in the latter stages. That collision has sent him up to what would be a first win. He's just a few corners from home.
And what time is it in Japan now? About 7 o'clock in the evening, peak viewing time. All of Japan is watching this. The new star for Japanese motorsport, Yuki Tsunoda. What a character, driving for Trevor Carlin, one of the great stalwarts of motorsport, right through from Formula 3 to Formula 2, IndyCar, and now he's got a win in the offing for Yuki Tsunoda.
Schwartzman has dropped out of the points. It could have been him winning. Instead, for the first time in FIA Formula 2, we've got Yuki Tsunoda crossing the line to win for Carlin. He wins at Silverstone. Schumacher comes home in second, but might face a penalty. And over the line we go with the final place is still being disputed. Guan Yu Zhou trying to pass Delatraz for what would have been fourth. He gave it his all. He wasn't able to go through. Aitken's crossed the line in third. Well done to him. Delatraz was fourth. Zhou was disputing it. Eilot sixth. Ticktum in seventh. Mazepin in eighth. And then Deruvala and Giotto, the last of the point scorers. Robert Schwartzman's going to come home in 12th position, having dropped out of the points on the last lap. He's down to 13th as he crosses the line, and it's heartbreak for Robert Schwartzman, who will just want to get out of Silverstone. He's lost the championship lead, and he lost the chance of victory after contact with his teammate, race control deeming it a racing incident.
Racing incident between the two Prema drivers. I'm not sure the Prema team would agree with that, but what I loved about that last lap of Yuki was the way he gave it a dab of opposite lock as he came out of club on the last corner of the race, just to have some fun with the car. Absolutely superb. Congratulations to everybody at Carlin, based at Farnham, not far away from Mike Hawthorne's garage.
That is how you win a race. Brilliant job, mate. Well done. Excellent. Thanks, guys. Brilliant job. Yeah, I was quite lucky.
Loving the analysis, Yuki. Superb stuff. His third podium in Formula 2. This time, it's on the top step.
I don't think there was any luck involved in that at all. I think he just drove really well throughout the race.
This was at the final corner. Guan Yu Zhou trying to take fourth place from Louis Delatraz. Good effort, but he couldn't make it. And this was a spin on the last lap for Nobuharu Matsushita.
Now, will he keep that engine running? unliked.
What a horrible place to end up with everyone else facing the wrong way and
That
everyone else coming
the last
through.
bit of the spin, I mean, how did that happen? You imagine he would have just kept going, but presumably lost the engine. Anyway, Yuki, wow, what a moment for him.
He
led so many laps in Spielberg, wasn't able to win, has done so today.
Sorry, but if I did a mistake, if you feel like I take the blame, I'm really, really sorry. And I know I can't excuse it because if he's out of the race or lost points because of me, I'm really sorry. I'm so terribly sorry.
Yeah, I don't hold that too much against Mick, because I think it was a really difficult race for him in many ways. But ultimately, the door would have been open going into Stowe. I think he could have got a good run out of Beckett's, and that would have been a place to do it in the DRS. And to go into Luffield there like that, I think was always going to be risky.
Well, it was a risk that Schumacher took. It didn't pay off for him or his team, but it did open the door for this man, the Red Bull and Honda Junior, Yuki Tsunoda, climbing out of the car and climbing out of the car as a winner. He will be delighted with that one, and the 20-year-old joins the 7 other winners that we've had this year. Super competitive championship in 2020, winner number 8, and after the bad luck in Austria, paid back today. Robert Schwartzman was nearly clawing some points back for the championship, but in the end it's more points going to Callum Ilott, who adds more to his tally, but Yuki Tsunoda just drinking it all in. Incredible end then. We've had some dramatic races for Formula 3, for Formula 2. Hopefully that's a good omen for Formula 1 later on. We'll be hearing the Japanese national anthem in a few moments' time for Yuki Tsunoda. First-time winner in the second tier of motorsport. Mick Schumacher bringing the car home. No penalty for him, but an awkward team briefing to come after contact with his teammate. Jack Aitken, double podium for him. Superstar third in both races. Louis Delatraz in fourth. Guan Yu Zhou tried to take that fourth, couldn't get it. Ilott in sixth place. Ticktum in seventh. Nikita Mazepin eighth. And the last of the point scorers, Jan Daruvula beat Luca Giotto. And then Artem Markelov ahead of Felipe Drugovich. Robert Schwartzman crossing the line with that broken front wing out of the points. Down in 13th. Marcus Armstrong 14th. Then Roy Nissany ahead of PK Sato. Matsushita with the spin at the end there ahead of Samaya and Lacey. The 2 retirements. Lundgaard with the front left going, and Sean Galel came into the pits and wasn't able to start the 21 laps. And so, having had a really strong lead, Schwartzman will now have to spend the rest of the campaign playing catch-up. And that's disappointment. Oh, we can go down to Rachel.
Weekend here at Silverstone, our 8th different winner in 10 races. Congratulations, Yuki Tsunoda.
Thank you.
What a fantastic performance today. And I guess in those closing laps where the 2 Premas in front of you collided, you pounced.
Yeah, both Premas was really fast in the beginning. Well, I knew they're gonna struggle in the end, so I just tried to manage the tire in the beginning and just push to the end. That works good. Yeah, a bit of maybe luck for both Premas guys. Yeah, touching each other in turn 6, and I was easy past them. But after that, also the pace was really good. Yeah, really good car, and yeah, really thanks for the Carlin team.
Congratulations. It's been a long time coming this season. Well done today. Thank you very much, Yuki. If I could ask Mick Schumacher from second position to come to the mic. And Mick, I saw no real celebrations from you when you got out of the car there. It's never nice to collide with your teammate. Just talk us through race control of said racing incident. Just talk us through from your point of view.
No, I think that we managed to have a good getaway from the line. Obviously not the best one on the grid, but still good enough to keep the position. Then yeah, I had some controlled fights with my teammate, which was good. You know, we were pushing each other, getting away from the field behind us, so that was really positive. The car was amazing. The team did a mega job to get it, you know, ready and being this quick from instant to finish, basically. And I mean, to the incident, really, I cannot say anything. I have to see the video. Obviously, as you say, it's not nice to collide with your teammate. Obviously, you know, I think we deserved the 1 and 2. But you know, I had a good car feeling, and I was trying my best to obviously, yeah, go forwards, you know, improve and score some points that I think we deserved today. And yeah, now we have to see how the video was, how the incident was.
All right, thank you very much, Mick. Thank you. And finally, back on the podium, 2 days in a row, Jack Aitken. I asked you yesterday if this was the start of your season. Okay, incidents ahead of you dictated it today, but you're back here taking opportunities when they count. Congratulations today.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I was secretly hoping that someone would have a bit of a coming together, but I was just trying to get on with my race, keep a steady pace, control the tyres, because we weren't quite as quick as yesterday. But I will absolutely take it. You know, double podium at home doesn't get much better. Congratulations.
Great job this weekend. Thank you.
Thanks to Rachel Brooks conducting the interviews down there, and Mick Schumacher very, very disappointed with what happened out there, not celebrating a return to the podium. And we can recap a dramatic conclusion to that sprint race with Robert Schwartzman holding the lead late on. Schumacher trying to go around the outside when he tried to take the racing line. Schwartzman still there.
Yeah, I'm not sure Mick really needs to see the video to know what happened, but I mean, it's always a way of saying I don't really want to answer this question. We heard what he said on the radio. I'm really, really sorry, etc., etc. And the inside line is the inside line at the end of the day, and it's your teammate. And there's the front wing gone.
There is room to play with down there as well, isn't there?
Well, there is room to play with, but it's always, if it's an increasing radius corner there, so many things can go wrong. And as I say, you got DRS, you know, use that into Stowe. If you can't do it in Stowe, finish second behind your teammate. That's really, I think, the philosophy. Alberto Ascari there, smiling down at it all. I'm sure he would have a few things to say about this. I think he would approve of Yuki Tsunoda, to be honest. He's his sort of driver.
Aitken in third place for another podium in his excellent second-tier career, his 11th in Formula 2. Mick Schumacher slightly sheepishly to second place, but Schumacher taking his 4th podium in Formula 2. And for the first time, our new winner, Yuki Tsunoda, will hear the national anthem of Japan.
Down to Yuki Tsunoda, congratulations. The trophy is that at your feet, Yuki, if you would like to.
Well, this will mean a lot to Yuki Tsunoda. He said a bit lucky, but he got unlucky in Austria. So it all evens out in the end. The driver who was a one-time winner in Formula 3 last year is now a one-time winner in Formula 2. And that is wonderful to see for Carlin at their home event. They are understandably delighted with that one. And Mick Schumacher will lift his second place trophy. Oh, I'm not sure he got the memo, but Jack Aitken certainly has. The Williams Racing driver back on the podium once again, getting used to the taste of champagne, but we've had 8 different winners this year. It is extraordinarily close, but overall it is a super performance this weekend from Callum Ilott to take the championship lead. But today is all about Carlin and Yuki Tsunoda profiting when the Premers came together. A brilliant race. Thank you to Peter Windsor. Thanks for your company all weekend long. We're going to do it all again in Spain in just a few days' time when FIA Formula 2 returns.
Sky Sports F1.